Yo, what up guys, welcome back to Patched.
Welcome back.
Yes, and today we're going to be reviewing the Razer Naga left-handed edition, and neither of us are left-handed.
So you're probably wondering, how are you going to do this review? Well,
yeah, we do have someone on our team that is left-handed, and we're giving you his thoughts. He gave us his notes, and we're basically kind of relaying that information to you guys. It's available for $100, so if you guys do want to purchase it, we'll leave a link in the description box. I mean, the Naga is a very popular mouse because of how many buttons there are on this mouse. There's 20 programmable buttons. I don't know why they're counting this as a programmable button, but they are. But on top of the mouse where you can actually press the buttons, there are 19 buttons that you can actually program, which is insane. I love that.
Yep.
So yeah, they finally released a left-handed version. I guess there's a good amount of left-handed people for them to actually...
give them some love. Give them some new mice,
I guess so.
with the new tech, the new SpeedFlex cable, all that. All that good stuff, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Yes. All right, so as far as the dimensions go, the length of the Naga is 119 millimeters. The width is 75 millimeters, and at the arch is 43 millimeters. And so it's a big chunk.
That's a thick boy.
It's a chungus.
It's a thick boy, yeah. Basically, if you're wondering about the shape, picture the Naga right-handed and then flip it. It's exactly that. Nothing's really changed on this for the left-handed version, except for the fact that, of course, it's left-handed, so it's mirrored.
Thank you for that amazing description, Lucas.
Yes, you are so welcome.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely a very, very large mouse. So I mean, I guess medium, or like on the smaller side of things, but it's basically a medium-sized hand, and it's pretty damn large. So I mean, when I palm grip it, it's not the most comfortable because I have smaller sized hands, obviously. If you want to fingertip grip it, I don't think it's the best idea unless you have very, very large hands.
Yeah, and now we'll go into basically the technical stuff, and then I'll go over what my friend said about sort of how it feels and things like that. Because obviously we didn't really get much of a chance to use the mouse because we're not left-handed. So, but we did use the Naga Pro, which is the right-handed version of this.
And he's used the actual regular Naga.
Indeed, so I've used the regular one as well.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the switches go, you're actually using the mechanical switches instead of the optical, which is something to note. They're rated for 50 million clicks, so it's not bad. But it does, to me, I can feel a difference. I mean, going from the Naga Pro to this, I can definitely feel a difference, even just going on the top and just clicking. You can definitely notice a difference in the feel of the clicks on there.
And not to mention, there's a lot of post travel, which makes the actual click feel a little bit mushier than it should. And not only that, but the actual click feels mushy. It doesn't feel very tactile to me, or just like what I want personally. So I wish Razer would make the buttons a little bit more tactile, but of course I've used the Razer Viper, and it's definitely something that you can get used to.
Now, as far as the scroll wheel goes, it's not necessarily as tactile as the Naga Pro.
Yeah.
It's not really as tactile. You do still get the left and right, which is very nice. And then the top buttons, you've got your DPI up and down, and then you've got, of course, your 12 side buttons, which we love. On the bottom, you've got your pure PTFE skates. They're 0.6 millimeters, so they're very, very thin.
I think it's even thinner than that. I don't know, but it's really, really hard to see. That it doesn't even like protrude out, it seems like, right?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, it's super thin, so it doesn't really seem like it's gonna be very durable skates.
As far as the sensor goes, they are using their Focus Plus sensor, so it's as fast as any gaming sensor on the market, really.
20K DPI, guys.
20,000 DPI.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So if you have your 20K monitor, you're good to go.
You're set. You are set.
Yeah. And as far as the cable goes, we have Razer SpeedFlex cable, and it kind of does curve up, so it doesn't really drag on like the mouse pad or whatever. So that's nice. And as far as the texture goes, like the build quality, you can definitely notice a difference from the Pro. And I know we're kind of like comparing it to the Pro a lot, but we're coming from playing with the Naga Pro. And the texture definitely feels a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, it's less grainy, I guess. It's a little bit more smooth, but not in a good way.
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean. And there are some fingerprint marks.
Yeah, it's very visible. It instantly shows fingerprints, and they don't go away.
Yes.
Unless you have to wipe down the mouse. So as far as what my friend said, he said the shape feels great and comfortable for even those who have larger hands. As far as the skates go, it glides smoothly across and feels like it's barely grazing the surface, which is, I mean, that's about right. That rings about true for PTFE skates. As far as the sensor, so I'm unsure of what to say when talking about the sensor, aside from that there's no delay and it seems instant. So that, again, rings true about their Focus Plus sensor. It really does a good job, and it feels very responsive. As far as the buttons go, he said too fragile. I've had many times where the macros have been accidentally pressed, and that does ring true here. Now, the side buttons are very, very easy to press, and this is a fat mouse. It's a very, very heavy mouse.
Yeah, so if you want to, like, that's what I experienced from the Naga Pro. Like, if you kind of like pick it up, it's really easy to press the side buttons.
Yeah,
so.
Super, super easy. And the top buttons as well. It's just basically when you're picking it up and putting it back down. I know it sounds like we're slamming it because there's mics close to us, but it's really just, it's something that happens because it's such a light press on any of the buttons on the mouse, really. As far as the cord goes, he said the cord has to be adjusted every once in a while, but overall the cord is pretty smooth. And like we always recommend, if it's a corded mouse and you're worried about it snagging on something, definitely do get a bungee. We always recommend that for sure. But as far as it goes, I mean, it's your typical SpeedFlex cable. As far as the software usability goes, now this is a big one. A lot of people dislike Synapse, so this is what he had to say about it. He said it's very easy to navigate around Razer Synapse, and it's very simple, but at the same time, there's depth to what you can do with the software. And I've actually noticed that myself using Razer Synapse, especially lately. They've done a couple updates to it, and it looks a lot nicer, it feels a lot nicer, and of course, there's a lot you can do in the software. So. Everything he said basically reigns true to what we've experienced in past Razer mice, and with this mouse, what we've seen from just judging it on appearance and specs, just about spot on. That's the opinion from my friend who has sent this mouse as well, who is a left-handed user, and he basically tested it on our behalf for this, so a huge thanks to him. So wrapping things up, $100, you're a left-handed mouse user. I mean, as far as the options out there, there's not a whole lot really. No. So very smart from Razer on this one, because even if there is another option, right, another few options on the market, are they really going to have a sensor that's going to be able to compare to the Focus Plus sensor? Are they really going to have, you know, a nice SpeedFlex cable like this? Are they going to have PTFE skates? Are they going to have all the updates that you would expect in a new gaming mouse in 2020? I don't think so. So this is a really good option for your left-handed gamers out there. And I get that it's a little bit heavier, but maybe we'll see some more left-handed mice in the future, for sure.
So if you guys do want to get it, we'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.